Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of Imperial Issue 2, 2025. Ooh, actually really like that cover with all the people kind of up top. We've got Starship jumping out and the yellow. So let's crack into this, because I really enjoyed this one. So, pretty much gives us the whole thing of them going after, like, the council members going after Wakanda Prime. We get pretty much our representatives of the powers. We got the Shi'ar Empire with Deathbird and Xandra. We've got the Shi'ar Imperial Super Guardians with Gladiator, Starbolt, Manta, Smasher, Neutron, Quasar, Electron, Mentor, and Oracle. We've got the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda with Black Panther, Shuri, and M'Baku. We've got Spartax with Star-Lord, Zakar with Hulk and Brawn, Kree Skrull with Ronan the Accuser, and Xandar with Nova. So we get into Chapter 5 of War, and this is $4.99, and pretty good quality, no weird kind of things going on, typos or misspellings that I noticed on my first go-through, and nice stapling, no loose pages. So let's get into it. Kree Skrull flagship, Wakandan space. The Council Armada is gathered, Ronan, and the world below is ripe for judgment. Ah, and you wonder, why do we tarry? I am as eager as you, brother, but unless the secondary intelligence gives us his boon, we agreed not to act alone. We are many, they are one, all we now lack is a catalyst. Curse fear, curse caution, let us bring change, and let judgment be done. Wakanda, you have been judged. And it's interesting seeing the use of green there, and then seeing, of course, his hammer fizzling and everything. It's like, oh shit. This is the story's good here too, but the high point is seeing the intergalactic battles. This is Star Wars level shit of what's going on, and it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? It's really kind of crazy. As we see the airspace above Wakanda Prime, Cleon. That's what I'm going for. Shi'ar flagship. Report. The Wakandan node-based planetary shield remains intact, Gladiator. Its power distribution and efficiency is impressive. It's actually operating at more than 100% in some areas. We do believe that we can temporarily bring down a node if we concentrate all our fire, but it won't be large enough for a capital ship or long enough for a mass ground assault. Should we test it? No, Oracle. We wait. Exospecs have cut through the shield noise and most of the architecture. There's an Imperial command and control center about a click away from the Royal Palace. And I can make out what looks like an honor guard escorting someone inside. Someone wearing armor with a heavy vibranium signature. Maybe we can end this right now. Wait. 3 Kree strike frigates are breaking the blockade line and making for the planet. The accusers mean to throw themselves against the shield wall and hammer it into dust. Shield nodes compensating, redistributing power. That will do. It's interesting seeing the kind of crazy chaos going on and then having it talked about. Like, I understand that kind of balance of showing and telling. Here, I like how it's shown. Everything's kind of going nutty. We're pretty much getting told how Wakanda's technology is kind of faring up against this gigantic assault and how they're able to kind of cut through certain kind of things before we then get them going for what's going on. Now, Oracle, fire! And I really like how this paneling layout is kind of different as we get him telling them to go ahead. Firing continues on as they're focusing on a node. Imperial Super Guardians, go! And it is kind of hard to tell who's who here because of them being all in the same kind of color because of the flame, but it still looks really awesome as they're blasting through. And they're just fighting everything. Find him! Where's the Black Panther? There he is! And of course they're trying to go after the Black Panther. But we see the smack coming. It's like, you're not who I'm looking for. And I like how it zooms in. Sigh. It's the wrong one. Where's your king, girl? And it's like, ooh, she's Shuri's kind of fucked up a little bit. The Wakandan moon of Wakandan Prime. They've breached a section of the shield and attacked our command center. We're getting reports that they took prisoners. It is a grave insult, one that cuts deep. How long do we plan to hide here on the moon, my chieftain? We have to respond. How much of their fleet is in range, M'Baku? 60% fall inside the target area, but those numbers are theoretical. We've never tested this system before. And we're also hearing that one of the prisoners they took was your sister, Shuri. Well, that's the second mistake they've made today. We go when the percentage reaches 70. It's like, M'Baku's like, we need to fucking answer this, and T'Challa's like, hold, let's see what's going on, and we get into a good kind of percentage. Now we see blasting and everything. It's like, okay, what the hell's going on here? Why are the Shi'ar heading this way? Spartoy command vessel. The accusers are currently where the battle is hottest, and after them, the Shi'ar considered us the best option to debrief the prisoners. Huh? They have a super guardian telepath on board the flagship Cleon, on the flagship Cleon. Why not take them there? If I had to guess, Rich, they're about to perform the kind of insane heroic attack that the Imperial Guard is known for, and that we have too much sense to take part in. And we all appreciate that, Peter. I really kind of love how Peter's like, yeah, we're not going to do that, when normally you'd think Peter would be like, I'm going to fucking do that. And Rich is like, thank you for not doing that. I guess I should see to it then. I'll come along. You got the bridge, Commander. Thank you, sir. And I like that little Peter thumbs up and is like, that kind of grin. It's like, alright, let's see what's going on here. A few minutes later, you do know this is going to end badly, don't you? My father was murdered by a Wakandan assassin 3 days ago, Princess Jury, along with representatives of every fleet member currently surrounding your world. So, yes, I agree. This is definitely going to end badly for someone. That's nonsense. We are Wakanda, and we do not traffic in assassination. We do these things without shame in the light. We sign our names to it. That is actually a pretty good point there. It's like, okay. And I do like Shuri's Black Panther design there. That's like, yeah, that's fucking great. And that's exactly what you did. The evidence shows it. What evidence? I love how she's like, what? What's going on here? Either somebody actually did something without Shuri knowing, which that's a pretty hard thing to do unless it was under T'Challa's orders. Like, she's pretty much in there. Back on the Wakandan moon. We're at 70%, my liege. The system is armed. On your command, you have it. Fire! And this is fucking great here. I love just seeing the two kind of bits, zooming in, and then actually seeing what the fuck's going on. And I do love that we see the moon, and then just things radiating off of it. It's like, what the fuck's going on here? And we get all different kind of colors and everything. It's awesome. How many? The weapon performed as planned, within the expected range. The pulse was amplified by this moon's vibranium. Damn, I really like the purplishness there with the certain kind of guards for Wakanda. So they've got a vibranium moon that amplifies this shit. Over 60% of their fleet now lies dead in space, without primary power and ripe for the picking. So they got 70% within the range, and got pretty much 60% of their fleet. Alert the planet to open their shields and launch all attack ships. We will crush them between us. It was a brilliant maneuver, my king. We will surely win the day now. But we, your most loyal Hatut Zaraze, worry that what victory will bring. Surely things will turn political. Some might even advise leniency. No, leniency comes after submission, not before. I'm like, damn it. They're both... Both sides are in a really shitty kind of position. The people that have maneuvered this into this kind of position knew what they were doing. It's like, god damn it. Fuck. I'm like, T'Challa, you gotta figure out what's going on. Cleon. It's the same all across the fleet. Most of the vessels are on emergency power, ship-to-ship broadcasting only. Wideband is erratic. Smasher, Exospec, so Wakandan frigates inbound, Mentor, from the moon and the planet below. We're gonna be boarded. What are your orders, Gladiator? ... Can we contact the Magistrix? Yes, and some good news there. The Magistrix ship was outside the attack vector. It's still under full power. Connecting us now. It's like, okay. Again, awesome layouts where we zoom in on different kind of people with shit. It's like, yeah. Magistrix, do not fear, Praetor. We're aware of what has happened and on the way to you now. With all respect, we cannot allow that. Deathbird, understood. I know what I have to do. We'll move towards the Stargate now. Plotting escape vector. What? No! Forgive our disobedience, Zandra Neramani. I will fight and die for you. It is what I was born for. But you are the Empire, and you must live. Protect her, Khaleesi. Oh, Kelsey. Why did I say? Sorry. So, it kind of looks kind of Khaleesi, kind of like Kelsey. Kelsey. Die with honor, Gladiator. You will be remembered. This, I think, is kind of setting up the one kind of one-shot that we get with the exiles. So it's like, oh shit, so this is how it works out. And so they're pretty much going for the jump gate. Regalian man of war. Bonk. Breaching. We hold them here. Do not let them reach the command deck. Translated from Regalian linear. Bam. As we see, the Wakandans boarding in. Fucking nuts here, man. Fucking nuts. Quickly, subdue the crew. But it's not that easy, because we get one of the craziest kind of fucking things going on here. Then we move on to the next one. That certainly sounds like a plan. But you know what they say. Everybody has one of those until they get punched in the mouth. Fuck Hulks. I'm like, as we see them standing arrayed, and then T'Challa bringing his blade. It's like, I do really like T'Challa's design and all the different kind of weapons he's got on him. It's like, yeah, I was not expecting this. I wasn't expecting Black Panther to take such center stage. I'm like, yeah, I got my shirt. And it's like, okay, we'll see what's going on here, T'Challa. Because this is the nuttiest kind of fight thing that goes on here. Spore Toy Command. Something's happened. Everything has gone quiet, and most of the fleet appears to be adrift. Powerless, helpless. Okay, Commander, we're on our way back up. I'm sorry, Shuri. We don't have time for this. We need to get back to the bridge. You need to wait, because is this all your evidence? You think it's not enough? The money looks real. The transfer isn't fraudulent. I need to let my brother know about that. That's not good. But the rest, the vibranium bullets, they're counterfeit. You can prove that? Of course. And of course they got away with it. How would you know any different? This is the weakness of being a society that holds its secrets close. And I'm like, yes, Shuri, thank you for pointing that out. And this is the center. Got a nice staple in there. Doesn't look gnarly at all. I'm like, yeah, if you keep all those secrets, nobody's going to know what the fuck a counterfeit looks like unless it's you, and if you're not in the loop on the fucking thing. See here? This metallurgical signature matches neither Wakanda Prime nor Earth. It's been fabricated. It's expensive. Astronomically more expensive than a legitimate purchase. But you can produce a vibranium yield from any number of base metals. Titanium and vanadium have the most stable result, but the signature is obvious if you know what you're looking for. This is all a ruse. So you see shit blowing up. It's like, holy fucking shit. And so they fight and they die in fire and folly and the fragile way that men can be broken. Bast protect them all. Bast? You're wasting your breath on prayers. I'm sure every single loved one of those who are out there dying lifted up their names to whatever gods they worship. Save them, protect them. And yes, the gods may hear, but they will not listen. As we then also see fighting going on against the Wakandans there. Because you know, this is what men really worship. Conquest. The universe is dark and violent, Minister, and religion no longer matters. You're wrong, M'Baku. It does, to some of us. And you're like, okay, but this is not what you think. It's... Now we get into crazy stuff. Veranke. For Veranke lives and will live forever, as we see M'Baku stabbed by a Skrull. It's like, shit, we got Skrulls and shit going completely nutty here. And here's what you worship. More silver for a trader's gift for a trader's life. Is it time? The word was given. The sign's written in the stars. When Doric the Eighth dies, then the Kree-Skrull alliance is no more. The old ways will return. I feel pride down to my bones. How many are we? We are legion, in every ship, in every land. We simply wait for the word. Then I give you the word. Veranke. And it's like, shit. And it's like seeing the Skrulls make this move. It's like, I was wondering how long the Kree-Skrull kind of alliance would go. It's like, oh shit. And then of course we shift over to one of the greatest kind of fights going on. Black Panther versus Brawn and Hulk as he smashes in. It's like, now normally it's more kind of just like, more kind of cerebral, down and gritty kind of stuff. But this is like, boo, hurt. I don't know what madness brought the two of you here, but I won't let you stand in my way. As of course we see him kind of kicking and doing a sword into Hulk's arm. And one of kind of the greatest kind of things as we keep going, I felt that. And it's like, he just flings him, like the blade stuck there. And it's like, okay, I felt that. And then he fucking flings T'Challa into a wall, and then almost smashes him in, and then he flicks the blade from his arm. You ask why I am here. And then he slams T'Challa again against the wall. You know exactly why I am here. And then, of course, he is somehow able to teleport out, which is some cool-ass fucking tech. No, I really don't. But that won't stop. Hey, both of you, sorry to break things up, but I think we might have a problem. Skrulls popping up. It's like, shit. The Kree-Skrull flagship, of course, we get the Kree fighting the Skrulls. It's like, shit. Then we see the Kymelin warship, I believe. Getting blasted too. Of course, the Spartoid command vessel as well. Everything's just gone completely insane. And we ain't done yet. Skrulls, it's like the return of a dormant virus. Secure the bridge, Super Guardians, not a problem. As they're trying to do that. Mentor, reach out to Deathbird. See if you can reach the Magistrix. There's a lot of noise. Wideband chatter from almost every ship. The Skrulls have betrayed us, but I cannot raise the Magistrix ship. So, we've got people thinking that the Wakandans have gone nutty. But Shuri's like, this wasn't us, as we're in the middle of the fight. We get the Skrulls making their move during this. Holy fucking shit. Almost to the Stargate, but they're not responding, as we see that kind of popping off. I kind of like how that's kind of tilted. Hold, warrior. One more step and he dies. He doesn't mean it. Or, maybe he does. But hey, we can talk about this, can't we? Sure. And we see that Shuri just fucking cracks shit. And I'm like, yeah, there's a reason her and T'Challa are Black Panthers. Gurgle. Poison? Nerve agent. He and I are going to have a long chat once we've retaken the ship. Okay. We probably should have checked you for that earlier, but nice save. I owe you one. I fucking love Peter. It's like, okay, you shouldn't have had that here, but it saved my ass, so my negligence kind of worked in my favor. Also, thanks for all your help, Nova. I was busy, and then I couldn't help but get lost in all this traffic. You're pretty good with numbers, right? I can count fine. I love it. I was like, I had to deal with these other motherfuckers, Peter. Just don't be a complete asshole. And as we get Nova and Shuri talking, what are the odds of everything that's happened in the last week randomly occurring? Closer to 0 than 1, I'd guess. And yes, that means it's only reasonable to conclude that there's something behind all this, but it's beyond complex. The variables are too many to factor. If the Kree still had the supreme intelligence, then it might stand a chance of seeing the picture clearly. But there are no more active superintelligence in this corner of the universe, so we're out of luck. I know where one is, and we should go there. Now, small problem. We don't currently control the ship. Not this one, but the Milano 3 is in the docking bay. I love how they're like, all right, we need to deal with this shit. And I really kind of like the pairing of Richard Rider and Shuri, and I really like the art of her helmet going away like that. That's really fucking awesome. And Peter just like, I got a ship. It's like, all right, cool. Stay behind me, Zandra. I have my powers. I can protect us both from the Skrulls. Stay behind me. You think the Skrulls are your problem? What? We are Shi'ar hobgoblins. It's like, okay, now we've got everything going to shit. I'm like, what? I don't understand. Super Guardians, what is the meaning of this? What is happening here? Isn't it obvious, my dear cousin? This is a coup. So, we've got everything kind of going on. I could understand how people could be like, this feels kind of overloaded, but it's people taking their kind of advantages where they can. It's like, all right, this is not good at all. Still no response. The ship has reached the local Stargate. Maybe they're fine, perhaps. And I like how this is done and it's kind of split like that. That's kind of cool. Perhaps not. Shi'ar vessel ahead of us is passing through the gate. Targeting computer is pinging. What's that coming off the ship? Messages are still streaming in. Encounter after encounter with the Skrulls. Shara and Kithiri. This must have been a ploy. Some stratagem to lure us to Wakandan Prime. No. It's something worse, as we see them getting ready to destroy the gate and pretty much leave them stranded there. That ship's left people behind. Why? Oh god, I think they're going to blow the Stargate. Punch it! As we see these things going. But, let's see. Don't you see? They did all this to trap us all here. And it's nuts. It's like, as we check in with most of them, it's like, okay, this is not going to go well. And it's a good thing that Hulk left Jen there on Sakaar there to handle things. And at the end, we come to this. A perfectly played game painted across the canvas of cold, unforgiving space. I chose the players, I chose the board, and as such, I cannot lose. To be continued. It's like, holy fucking shit. Of course, to be continued in 3. And Imperial War, Black Panther. I've got Black Panther, She-Hulk, Exiles, Nova, and when the Imperial Guardians one pops up, I will go for that as well. Of course, seeing the Hulks and Black Panther going at it. So, I really enjoyed this one because we have amped up and seen the fallout of what's going on. We saw that because of all the information that has been presented so far to the council members, they have decided to go to war with Wakanda Prime, and that has not gone well for them. Wakanda pretty much was able to hold them at bay, pretty much initiate their own counterattack. However, this allowed the opportunity of the Skrulls within to come out, and that the Shi'ar to attempt to do their own kind of coup against Xandra. We know that, like, everything's going nutty. Richard Rider has pretty much been like, this shouldn't be happening. And then, of course, linking up with Shuri and then trying to find one of the kind of super intelligences, they decide to work with Peter to get onto the Milano 3 and get out of there. We'll have to see if they kind of escaped. I'm pretty sure that we've got most of our people locked down here at Wakanda Prime. So we'll have to see how that works out. And how M'Baku's doing. I mean, he's stabbed a little bit, but I mean... it didn't look to be any kind of vital one. Now, granted, they're comics, so you could die a little bit and come back a little bit and everything like that. But I'm really interested to see what their kind of game plan is. I was expecting maybe some kind of one turn, but the double turn with the Skrulls popping up like they are, and then the Shi'ar Hobgoblin kind of thing, with a coup thing going on, if there'd been maybe another one, I'd be like, it's a little bit too much going on at once. But we'll see how this kind of works out. I'm liking this so far. I like how the characters are handled. The art is amazing and really sells the action of what's going on, especially Black Panther versus Hulk and Brawn. I was not expecting that and really fucking loved it. But I also loved the space battles, how the paneling kind of is all kind of different with how it zooms in on certain things. It's really kind of cool, and I did not expect to like the first one as much as I did, and I'm glad to check this out and see how Hickman works with the other writers on the one-shots, how they go. It's really kind of where I'm like, oh, this is a 4-issue thing. We'll see how this kind of works out. And then I'm like, I also kind of want to check out what they're doing with the one-shots and how they kind of fill in certain kind of things. So it's kind of rare for it to get my interest like that and be like, I kind of want to see what's going on with all this. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.